Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today, we're diving deep into a topic that touches us all at some point in our lives: loneliness. Is it truly a burden, or can it be a hidden gift? Stick around as we explore the pros and cons of loneliness, along with real-life examples that might just change the way you view solitude. Throughout life, most of us have wondered if being alone is what we really want. Feelings are a fundamental part of what builds the fabric of our experiences, allowing each person to create beautiful things. Whether it's connecting with others, writing a song, composing a poem, drawing, painting, or sculpting, our emotions play a crucial role in our creativity. As a result, we may find ourselves feeling ostracized or left out, leading to that familiar sensation of loneliness. And this is where our journey begins. To fully understand, we need to return back to our youth. Only when we know the whole story can we understand. Shall we begin? There was a study on self-regulation and emotional control in children. One famous study conducted by researchers at Stanford University, known as the marshmallow test, which assessed how children manage delayed gratification. In this test, some children were given the option to eat one marshmallow immediately, or wait for a short period to receive 2 marshmallows later. While this specific test explored similar themes of impulse control and emotional regulation, researchers found that children who were better able to wait for the second marshmallow tended to have better life outcomes in various areas later on. The marshmallow test is a classic psychological experiment designed to study self-control in children. In the original version of the test, a child is presented with a marshmallow and given a choice. They can eat it immediately or wait for a set period, usually about 15 minutes, and receive a second marshmallow as a reward for waiting. Key findings: 1. Self-controlled children who were able to delay gratification tended to demonstrate greater self-control, which has been linked to various positive outcomes in life, such as better academic performance, healthier relationships, and even lower likelihood of substance abuse. Strategies: researchers observed that children who were better at waiting often employed various strategies to distract themselves, such as covering their eyes, turning away from the marshmallow, or singing to themselves. This showed the importance of coping mechanisms in managing impulses. 3. Long-term effects: follow-up studies tracked participants into adolescence and adulthood, finding that those who exhibited greater self-control in the original test had better SAT scores, lower body mass index, BMI, and better social skills. Related studies: while the marshmallow test focused on self-control, other studies have examined emotional regulation in children. For example, some research has looked at how children react when they experience frustration or disappointment, like throwing tantrums, versus using calming techniques, which could include things like breath control, breath holding, and tantrums. In contexts where children hold their breath, often as a response to frustration or to get attention, researchers have noted that this behavior might be a form of emotional expression rather than a regulated strategy. In contrast, children who use strategies like deep breathing or other calming methods demonstrate a level of emotional regulation. Implications: key aspects of breath-holding spells. 1. Description: in breath-holding spells, a child may become upset, cry, or scream, and then hold their breath. 2. Age group: these spells are most common in toddlers and young children, usually between the ages of 6 months and 6 years. 3. Triggers: common triggers include frustration, pain, or distress. The child may gasp or cry before holding their breath. 4. Physiological response: holding the breath can lead to a decrease in oxygen levels and an increase in carbon dioxide, which may cause fainting. Despite the alarming nature of these spells, they are generally considered benign and self-limiting. Emotional development plays a significant role in a person's life, assisting in the understanding of relationships and how to communicate. Learning to express and manage emotions can reduce the risk of anxiety and depression, which often accompany loneliness. Youth equipped with emotional skills are better prepared to seek help when needed. Responsibility and accountability: understanding emotions encourages people to take responsibility for their actions. This accountability fosters a sense of connection with others, promoting interactions that reduce isolation. Engaging in group activities and taking initiative can help combat loneliness. One of the biggest reasons why understanding emotions is so important as a child is they can lead to two conditions that as adults one can struggle with in both personal and professional life. The first is 1. Avoidant attachment style. This refers to individuals who keep people at a distance due to fear of intimacy or disappointment. They often struggle with trusting others and may have a heightened sensitivity to potential rejection. 2. People-pleasing behavior. This is often associated with a desire for approval or fear of conflict. People-pleasers may prioritize others' needs over their own, sometimes at the expense of their own well-being. This behavior can stem from low self-esteem, a need for acceptance, or past experiences that condition them to seek approval. Both behaviors can reflect underlying issues related to self-worth, fear of vulnerability, and past relational experiences. Avoidant attachment style. Definition: avoidant attachment is a style relating to others that typically develops in childhood, often as a response to inconsistent or neglectful caregiving. Individuals with this style tend to maintain emotional distance in relationships to protect themselves from potential disappointment or rejection. Characteristics: emotional distance. They often struggle to open up and may feel uncomfortable with closeness, leading to superficial relationships. Self-sufficiency. They pride themselves on being independent and may view reliance on others as a weakness. Fear of vulnerability. There's often a deep-seated fear of being hurt, which leads them to avoid deep connections. Dismissive attitude. They may downplay the importance of relationships or dismiss the feelings of others, sometimes appearing aloof or uninterested. Impact on relationships. People with an avoidant attachment style might miss out on meaningful connections because they avoid emotional intimacy. This can lead to feelings of loneliness, even in relationships. People-pleasing behavior. Definition: people-pleasing involves prioritizing the needs and wants of others over one's own, often to gain approval or avoid conflict. This behavior can arise from various factors, including childhood experiences, societal expectations, or a fear of rejection. Characteristics: seeking approval. People-pleasers often go out of their way to make others happy, sometimes at their own expense. Difficulty saying no. They may struggle to set boundaries, feeling guilty if they don't accommodate others. Low self-esteem. Often, their self-worth is tied to others' opinions of them, leading to a cycle of seeking validation. Conflict avoidance. They might go to great lengths to avoid disagreements, which can lead to unresolved issues. Impact on relationships. While people-pleasers may initially be seen as agreeable and kind, this behavior can lead to resentment over time. They might feel unappreciated or exploited, which can strain relationships. Common underlying themes. Both avoidant attachment and people-pleasing behaviors can stem from similar underlying issues. Fear of rejection. Both styles reflect a fear of being hurt or rejected in relationships. Self-worth issues. Individuals may struggle with self-esteem, relying on others' validation or maintaining distance to protect themselves. Learned behaviors. These patterns often develop from early family dynamics, where emotional needs may not have been met adequately. Hey everyone! As we wrap up today's video, let's take a moment to imagine a scenario that might resonate with you. Picture this. Sarah has always found herself either pushing people away or bending over backwards to please others. She realized these patterns were holding her back, so she decided to take action. First, she started cultivating self-awareness. Every night, she took a few minutes to journal about her experiences, really digging into her emotions and identifying what triggered her reactions. Next, Sarah learned to develop healthy boundaries. She practiced saying no to small requests at work, gradually building her confidence to stand up for her needs without feeling guilty. As she enhanced her emotional intelligence, she began recognizing her feelings and empathizing with others, fostering deeper connections without sacrificing her own needs. Building trusting relationships became essential for Sarah. She started communicating openly with her friends, sharing her thoughts honestly, and surrounding herself with those who respected her boundaries. Sarah also sought professional guidance. Engaging in therapy helped her explore her attachment style and provided tailored strategies to navigate her relationships. By practicing mindfulness, Sarah learned to stay present and grounded. Techniques like meditation and breathing exercises helped her manage anxiety and build emotional resilience. Embracing solitude became another powerful tool for her. She valued her alone time, using it to recharge and reflect, which boosted her confidence and independence. Finally, Sarah focused on personal growth. She set goals aligned with her values, allowing her to pursue fulfillment on her own terms. By actively engaging in these strategies, Sarah transformed her relationships and developed a stronger sense of self. If you relate to Sarah's journey, remember that you too can cultivate healthier patterns and build meaningful connections. Conclusion: understanding these patterns can illuminate relationship dynamics and promote healthier interactions. Engaging in therapeutic approaches allows individuals to address these behaviors, explore their origins, and develop effective coping mechanisms and communication strategies. While mastering self-care and communication may not directly lead to wealth, these skills empower individuals to cultivate meaningful relationships that can evolve into significant connections over time. By emphasizing the value of solitude, we highlight its potential as a strategic tool for personal success. True strength and resilience are forged not in moments of comfort, but during periods of intentional reflection and strategy. Stay focused on your dreams and goals, and take time to reflect on your achievements each day. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Let's continue this journey together.
I can't find the words.